So how does this play out? You say it could be more, and we haven't. I mean, it's come out that the suspension's coming. We don't know how much or when it's official. What can you tell us, Rick?
Well, I mean, it could be as early as today. It could drag on to the next week is what we know. And look, these things are not done in a vacuum. There's a lot of conversation between the league, obviously, and Jameis's representatives. The information that we have, and Adam Schefter, I think, has reported this too, that there probably won't be an appeal, although that's still a possibility. And I think the reason why there won't is that he wants to move forward. He wants to put this behind him. It's not that he's accepting the version that was put out there by the Uber driver. And you mentioned there was never a criminal charge or so far a civil suit, although I would anticipate there'd be one later. But I think, as far as the more part goes, like I said, when the NFL does send the letter and does make this official, it may not be enumerated, but I think there will be things that want him to accomplish, as far as whether that's counseling or whatnot, as safeguards. And certainly if he were to do, if there are any more of these incidents come forward, they could add games. But right now it looks like a minimum of 3 games, and we'll see what happens when the league finally gets around to announcing the suspension.
And the team's already picked up his 5th-year player option for $20 million and change, but that's only guaranteed with injury. Is it entirely possible that we see how the season plays out and the Bucs move on, as opposed to putting $20 million in the hands of somebody who, with this incident, has proven to be untrustworthy?
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to say that he is playing for his career in Tampa, and that, he'll have a chance to come back. I mean, everything is still in front of him. All outward appearances since his rookie year, he's done the right things. He's going to have his first child in July. He's getting married. He started a foundation. He spends a lot of time in the community. There's so much good about Jameis, but I think that, he's going to have to win. I mean, this is a guy that's only won 18 games in 3 years as the number 1 overall pick. And, he went to a horrible football team, but at some point the winning has to happen. As far as the $20 million, you're right. It's guaranteed only against injury. If he's healthy and passes a physical in March, they can decide not to give him that contract. So let's spin it forward and say, okay, they don't have a great year, and maybe he plays okay, maybe he doesn't, but Dirk Cutter and Jason Light gets fired. Now you're looking at a situation where a new head coach is coming in here evaluating things top to bottom. Do they really want to have one more year of Jameis Winston? I mean, so there's a lot at stake for him in Tampa right now and for his career. I mean, he has put himself in a position that he told the league he would avoid. He went to the NFL 2 weeks before the start of the draft and, requested a meeting with Roger Goodell, spent 5 hours in the NFL office. I would imagine telling them that you won't have a problem with me, and then this has happened. So he's playing for his career in Tampa and maybe in the NFL.